Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Nice breeze in Vegas on a Saturday. My wife, she will be looking at this. She did something last night, and as I lay there slumbering, she woke me up and she confessed. She confessed and said, I did A, B, C, and D. She confessed. I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know what she's going to say, but I can tell you by my previous employees, they will tell you that I am an easy person to deal with, to work with, to partner with, to lead. I'm probably one of the coolest bosses, according to my technician, William, because he left and went to another guy, this guy from Piranha Pools. He's like, this dude, he fired me. He did not put up with what you put up with, just moseying in. And I had tried to, I'm tired of picking up trash in this neighborhood. I had tried to communicate with William time and time again about coming to work on time. Now remember, I said the word communicate. I tried to communicate with the young protege the importance of coming to work on time, even though he did not have a set time to come in. I gave them the freedom of coming in whenever they wanted, as long as they got the work done. So I don't care when you guys come in. You know, as long as you get the work done, as long as the customers ain't complaining, and as long as you're not working on the weekend. William found himself working on the weekend, finishing, pulling stops until it got to night. And he used to look at me, because I used to be done by when I had a route, when I had guys, I used to be done by 1. I used to be done because I was up early, got done early. It's hot over here in Las Vegas. And I tried to communicate with him. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? My communication efforts were, I don't know if I didn't communicate them well enough. I'll start off with me as the blame, or if it was the recipient. Sometimes you can be communicating 100% clear. The cat sat on the hat. You can be creating it clear with a PowerPoint presentation, but the recipient, for whatever reason, is not receiving it. And that's usually something on their end. Whether, his example was that, he wanted to do ministry and he needed to leave at this time. I said, I understand that. But if you're telling me that, and I'm telling you this, you need to, if you have the freedom to come in whenever you want, you need to be here as early as possible. I eventually fired Will. He came to work. I already had a new guy lined up because I had communicated. Why are you over there, cutie, in the trash? I had communicated too many times. And my only course of action after that was an action. Okay, well, let me just replace you. When you communicate till you blue in the face, and the recipient doesn't receive that information, the best thing that you can do is, actions speak louder than words. I did eventually hire him down the line again, because he had I'm a man of second, third, and fourth chances. I had did that to him, but going back to how important communication is. My wife had communicated with me. She said, "Hey, I did this, and this is what happened." And the first thing I did, I said out of my sleep, I said, "Didn't I tell you not to hit that button?" I didn't yell. I didn't do anything. I just said, "Hey, I told you to decline." And I looked at the bank account, and there were 10 charges from Microsoft. 110, another 110. I didn't even freak out. Because I had another big bill running through the account. I just simply Zelled that money into a completely different account. So in case all those charges happen to go through, they wouldn't take my biggest payment that I was sending to another vendor, so to speak, rent, mortgage. They wouldn't take that. I prefer the account to go in a negative and me to call the bank and say, "Hey, this is what happened here," and then them to go ahead and reverse everything. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't do anything. And I told my wife, I said, accidents happen. It's out of my control now. Late at night, you can't get nobody on the phone. And I immediately went into action, and then I went back to sleep. You see how easy that is when there's communication. And I will tell her, I think I had the conversation, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. Communicate with me. Tell me. I don't care how good it is, how bad it is, what you think I'm going to say. Matter of fact, you already know what I'm going to say because you've been dealing with me for this is our second year into marriage. I said, you already know the questions that I'm going to ask and why I'm going to ask them questions. We want to do A, B, C, and D. Okay, what's the plan? Give me this. You come into a table with a proposal. What's the business? What's the plan? What are your thoughts on it? Look at where we are financially, and let's talk about it. Let's look at every last priority that we need to do. And I think I told her, I said, I don't mind doing A, B, C, and D. However, sometimes fun has got to wait. Sometimes when you put things on a priority plate, fun has got to wait. And once you get all your priorities taken care of, then you can go have fun. Then you can, because the same funds that you're spending to have fun are the same funds that we need to prioritize certain things. If I need to go here, okay, well, what else do I need to do? Well, you haven't gotten tires, you just need to be maintained, and this is all for the thing that keeps the money coming in. Okay, can you do 2 at one time? You possibly can, but if you have a goal to save this year, fun's got to wait. Fun has got to wait. And I think that's going to be a very important attribute that I'm going to teach my children. Hey, y'all can do A, B, C, and D. The choice is yours, but prioritize. Prioritize, because if you do it properly, I said, there's always going to be another time. Don't be so impulsive to jump to do this, to do that. Look at the whole entire thing and take care of business first. That is what I'm going to communicate to my children. So I'm going to communicate to them. This is adulting. They gonna be some kids looking like they came from the 1930s, all about business, getting work done. Hopefully they'll be. I hope they be a lot more richer or wealthier than I am by the time they get my age. But communication is very important. This is how important communication is. When you communicate, no matter how bad, when you communicate what's happening, you give that other you give that other person a choice. Communication is always the most respectful thing to do. You give that person a choice. When you do not communicate with them in a relationship, you take that choice away from them. You're taking all choices away from them. And my wife would tell you when she's on, well, I canceled A, B, C, and D. I said, well, did you tell me? Well, I mentioned it, and I said, but did you actually sit down and have the conversation with me? Because if you did, you would find out that every year I fly out to so-and-so to go see my father on the day that we want to do A, B, C, and D. Every single year. So we could have still done that because this is a normal routine for me. But because you did not communicate that with me, you took the choice. Not only did you take the choice away from me, you took the choice away from yourself. You limited your options. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. How important is communication in a relationship, partnership, friendship? How important do you guys think it is? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and share this message. Peace.